This week on the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Perfect Betty and your kids are perfect when they're actually sneaking boys in the back alleyway.
Okay, so that's not true.
It is true. Okay. We were in DR when it happened because I already had this conversation with you and you didn't have this energy the other day.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 9, Episode 12. Let's get right into this. Okay, so we begin this episode with the continuation of where we left off last week. The entire group is at Karen's Love Lagoon, which I thought was a very nice event. So, as they're in the middle of playing their game, Jacqueline storms in. Karen quickly gets up and says, "Get the hell off my property." And Jacqueline says, "Listen, I come here with love. I want to bring love and positivity. I know that your heart's been heavy for all the things that you're going through, but I brought 8 balloons to signify the 8 citations." Ooh, which we know now she was found guilty for most of those citations. But you know what? I appreciate Jacqueline's creativity with the 8 balloons. That was interesting. And you know what? Karen does kick her out, but props to her for at least allowing her to give the balloons out to the ladies. She is then escorted out. I loved how Ray was in. He was accompanying Jacqueline, even though Karen does yell, "Get your arm off of her, Ray!" And then Mia walks her out. And Jacqueline says that she knows that it's not okay to trespass someone's property. And Mia says, "She don't even know this property, girl. You can't trespass a home that's not even owned." But the Love Lagoon continues. It's time for lunch. Mia tries to talk to Karen, but Karen was not having it at all. She was very mad at Mia because she was sticking up for Jacqueline. Then Karen cheers for the people that were invited and wishes Jacqueline a good drive back. I hope that wasn't alcohol in her cup. Kriana, she says she couldn't eat anything because it had all of the things had cheese. I wonder what she has that she can't eat cheese. Because, let me tell you, if I wasn't able to eat cheese, I don't know what the point of living would be. Karen then tells Mia that she needs to mind her damn business. Mia then gets in the pool and starts shaking and twerking, which is very inappropriate. I mean, it was in front of everyone's husbands, but it's Mia, so what can you expect? And that was that. And then the next day, we see the ladies all start to pack for their Panama trip. For Mia, she says that she's arranged the kids to stay with a nanny. And y'all, Ashley and Josh are really hitting it off. This man brought her to the airport. I mean, I think that's a pretty big deal. When they were at the airport, there was definitely a lot of shade happening there. Karen had a lot to say about Jacqueline, to Gizelle, just a lot of BS. They show them then get into the Sprinter when they arrive to Panama, and Wendy tells them that there will be 3 villas. Luckily, no one's gonna have to share a room. Also, y'all know what I thought was interesting? Jazzy was not there. This is interesting because usually the friends of the show also go. I mean, Jacqueline went, but yeah, Jazzy was not there. The ride from the airport to the resort where they're staying at is 2 hours. Wow, that's a long time. So they have a lot of time to talk and whatnot. Stacey asks Ashley about a comment she had made the other day about TJ, and Ashley says, "Well, I just don't think that there is a lot of chemistry or any chemistry there between y'all." Kriana then teases Stacey and that she and TJ had a Christian kiss. I don't even know what that means. Stacey, though, makes it clear that she's not in a place where she can have a sexual relationship with somebody. And Karen says, "Oh, well, I've just been very concerned for you. That's why I brought it up. Anything that has to do with that with TJ is just out of concern." But y'all, this was a very long ride. Like I said, 2 hours. The sun was up when they got there, but by the time they got to the resort, I mean, it was pitch dark outside. But I guess since it's very dark, they were being a little bit more open, and Ashley kind of reveals that she's really into Josh. She says it's kind of scary that she really, really, really likes him. She hasn't liked someone like this much since she was with Michael. And you know what? I actually believe her because you can see it. You can totally see it. I didn't like Wendy making some shady, rude comments about him and comparing him to some guy named Jack Harlow. Stop it. Not everything needs to be a shady comment. My gosh, chill out. I mean, don't be a hater. So they finally arrived to their location. They honestly could have taken another flight given how long the drive was. Wendy then splits the villas and who was in each villa and things like that. What I did think was funny was that Wendy put Karen and Jacqueline not just in the same villa, but their rooms are across each other. Gizelle and Stacey shared a villa. The one with Karen was Karen, Ashley, and Jacqueline. So after they got settled into their rooms, they had to have dinner. They had some dancers from the country, so that was nice. They were dancing, and they all joined actually, and they were all dancing together. And the dinner was at the beach, which is great. There was someone dancing though that had like a devil mask. And Karen, when they're sitting down, says that the devil was gravitating toward her because he knows the evilness that's upon her. And someone's asking, like, well, who is this evilness or darkness that you talk about? And Karen says, Jacqueline. So then Gizelle, I was super confused. So she tells Jacqueline that, I guess Gizelle didn't catch this day of the Love Lagoon, but she now knows that the 8 balloons were to signify Karen's 8 citations. Anyhow, Gizelle says to Jacqueline, that was so effed up. Karen is going through so much, and that wasn't your house. Uh, okay, number 1, she was found guilty. Number 2, you ain't one to talk, miss, I'ma deliver a fake pizza to someone's house. And number 3, since when did Gizelle become Karen's spokesperson? I mean, what's that about? Jacqueline then begins to explain herself and her intentions. Now, I hate to say this, but we all know Jacqueline is not the brightest, so her explanation is just a bunch of baloney. I mean, I wanted to bring the peace and the love and the positivity. I was coming from a place of peace, love, and light, all this stuff. Karen lets her finish, and then she says that she takes the safety of her family very seriously, so she is going to press charges against Jacqueline. Karen. The deflection. I can't. I mean, I guess maybe she just didn't want to be the only one in the group with charges. Karen says whatever your intentions were, they failed miserably, and releasing balloons into the atmosphere is illegal. It's against global warming. Now, the whole table, they busted out laughing. Now, it's ridiculous, but it's hilarious. Like, that was funny. Mia then says, there's worse that she could have done. Like, let's be for real. Jacqueline, maybe she did get a little scared that Karen was talking about pressing charges. So she does apologize for trespassing. Not for her intentions, but for trespassing her home. Stacey asks Jacqueline, how did you even know where Karen lived anyway? Karen says that Mia gave her address, but Mia is adamant that she did not. So, on the topic of Mia, Gizelle, I guess she must have had a delayed reaction, but she brings up what Mia brought up, that Gizelle had told her about her daughters sneaking a boy into the house. Because Gizelle said this to Mia because she saw them on the ring cam when they were in their cast trip to the Dominican Republic last year. So Gizelle didn't think that was cool. Like, she don't believe in bringing the children up at all. So then Mia, this is a perfect chance for her to, I guess, apologize, but she doubles down, you guys. She says, well, what I meant is that we choose what to put on our social media, make it a highlight reel. And you choose to make your daughters look perfect on there, but then in reality, they're sneaking boys into the house. You told me that when we were in the DR. Oh my gosh, she doubled down. So Giselle's mad, and rightfully so. Wendy then jumps in and says, well, Gizelle, why did you get so mad at me and bite my head off last year and when you said that I was making faces when you were talking about your daughter? And I mean, I understand why Wendy would bring this up, but Gizelle basically says, I'm talking to Mia right now. Like, I'm not going to compare both situations. Like, they're both their own situations. The other women then tell Mia that her activity is very questionable. The predicament that she's putting her children in and the fathers, it's all crazy. Mia then says that she grew up in an unconventional way and foster care and this, and she's navigating things the way that she can, and every day that she wakes up, she's going to get a different version of Gordon. I will say it's not a good look for Mia to weaponize Gordon's illness. I guess some of the women were a little moved by what she said because they are like, oh, we'll be here for you, whatever you need. And that was pretty much it for dinner. So the next day, they're waking up. Jacqueline asks one of the workers in the villa to take a picture of her. Karen happened to be outside, and she's like, I'll take it. I'll just take it. So they're eating breakfast, and then Wendy gave them all gifts. It was, they each got a bag with their name on it, and then it was full with stuff like a rum and a Stanley Cup. That was a really nice gift, actually. Mia's not there, though. The cameras then show where she's at. She's on the phone with her mom because apparently the night before, Gordon took the kids away from the nanny that Mia had hired, and he got them, took them away to go drop them off with some other nanny. Again, you guys, the fact that this is a storyline is making me very uncomfortable. Like, I don't even like to. I don't like watching it, much less talking about it. It feels very exploitative of these children, but I guess that's the route Mia chose to take. So yeah, that's crazy. And it's also crazy that she doubled down on on Gizelle and the daughters. So yeah, you guys, that was the end of the episode. It was an okay episode. I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. I haven't been the biggest fan of this season. I really haven't. It's okay. I mean, I am looking forward to that reunion though, because knowing what we know now, and just this week, it's very fresh. Just a few days ago, we saw the body cam footage of Karen, the guilty verdict, and all of that. So that'll be a little interesting. But other than that, yeah, nothing too crazy. Y'all let me know though your thoughts are on this episode. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.